I work as a chief technologist at a pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in Voronezh. We use various pharmaceutical equipment that meets the requirements and standards of GMP for production, a unit for dehydration of aqueous solutions, and extracts in a fluidized bed apparatus, rotary tablet machines, an automatic line for packaging tablets into plastic film and foil, and other high-tech machines and apparatuses. A year ago, the management of our company included in the plan for the development of production, mastering the production of new products, medicines for cold and flu in powder. To organize the process, it was necessary to purchase equipment and obtain documents for product certification. According to the requirements of the drug certification bodies, we are required to produce a trial batch of the product and make laboratory tests of the powder from cold and flu. In pharmaceutical production, it is important to control the quality of raw materials and finished medicines. This requires analytical equipment, which we also decided to buy for the powder packing area. Our analytical laboratory did not have a peltizer to examine the quality of raw materials. I understood that we didn't need a large machine. It was enough to buy a granulator for pilot batches, with a capacity of 10 kilograms per hour. A peltizer is a type of pharmaceutical equipment used to pelletize powdered materials. The first thing I did was to turn to an equipment supplier, with whom we have been cooperating for many years. The quality and performance of our proposed equipment suited us, so we decided to consider this manufacturer. I got the phone number of the company's sales department, and I contacted the manager. The specialist who spoke to me told me that this equipment was out of stock and offered another option. I carefully studied the machine offered, but it turned out that its output was more than 200 kilograms of powder per hour. For a test batch, this is too much volume. I gave up the offered option and searched for another one. I was looking for a machine that would be as effective as possible, safe for the employee, made of durable material. The machine had to be compact in overall dimensions and easy to operate. I started my search for powder granulator with the confidence that I would immediately find the necessary equipment. I decided to look at and compare manufacturers in Europe and China. I performed my search by the internet. I chose by location, delivery time, price category. Among the quality European manufacturers, I found 3 companies, which offered good machines, but requested a very high price, which did not include the customs clearance procedure. I understood that the management would not approve the chosen options because of the high cost, and would send me to search again. I then searched for a powder peltizer machine from Chinese manufacturers. There were more options here. I sent emails to them indicating which machine I was considering as an option to 5 equipment companies in China. However, only 2 responded to me. One company indicated that such equipment would not be produced until 5 months, and the other sent a response in Chinese. The period of 5 months didn't satisfy me. It was too long, and none of our people speak Chinese. I didn't want to spend time and money for a translator, so it was decided not to buy a car from a Chinese manufacturer. I realized that I could not solve the problem of purchasing a granulator for pelletizing powders on my own, so I decided to turn to a specialist intermediary. I had an idea of what kind of machine I needed, so I only paid attention to the reliability of the company. On the internet, I chose several intermediaries, 1 from China, 2 managers from Russia. I made my choice by looking at the company's websites. The length of their work in the market for supplying pharmaceutical equipment, positive customer feedback, and the relevance of their prices were of great importance. At first, I called the Chinese intermediary. His presented price for the machine was lower than the others. I received a response from the manager, who specified that the price did not include customs clearance, delivery and installation of equipment. The total amount of the order was much higher than what was shown on the site. I was not satisfied. Then I studied the website of a Russian company from Samara more closely. I looked at the prices, the terms of delivery, but I was alerted to the fact that this company also deals in the delivery of shoes and crockery from China. I wanted to find a specialist in whom I would be confident, who would deliver to me automatic dispensing equipment in the specified time. I decided to look at the last option company from Moscow. In advance, I checked the firm in the database of entrepreneurs in Russia for litigation for the period of activity. In these lists, this firm did not appear. I liked the website of the company. It was modern, structured, and had a lot of videos. I called the manager and received good advice on the equipment I wanted. The specialist offered me a machine for pelletizing powder, told me about the features of the machine, sent me a video by email, and cited the experience of past customers. I liked his businesslike and professional approach. I was satisfied with the delivery terms and price, and a week later, we signed a contract for the supply of powder granulation equipment. The machine was delivered a month after the contract was signed, and we were able to quickly set up and run the production of a product for treating colds. The equipment was made of quality stainless steel. Raw materials are loaded into a specially stretched metal mesh. The method of pressing through a sieve forms pellets. Control of the pelletizing process is simple, with demonstration of indicators of the equipment on the display. We were pleased with the powder granulating equipment offered by the specialist in Moscow. I would like to mention that I told the manager about a problem with a machine breakdown on a related site. He recommended me a good specialist in the adjustment and repair of the equipment, with whom we are already working, and we are satisfied with the result. I realized that I made the right choice of manager to supply the equipment. Real professionals pay attention to detail, and I was lucky to find such a person when choosing equipment.